What's up everybody, Rob here from FLX with your Babymaker production update of the week. We do have some fresh new footage from inside the factory floors, but before we get into that, please take 1 second, hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying these videos so we can make more of them for you. We will be doing a YouTube live tomorrow, February 2nd at 2 p.m. So if you have any questions about this update, anything else with e-bikes in general, you can hop on the live and ask me tomorrow, again, 2 p.m. PST. I look forward to seeing you there. Now, we did change the update format a little bit so that you can have a more in-depth look behind the scenes, including all of the challenges that we face for the week. So without further ado, I'll get into those major challenges of the last week before we show you the rest of the production footage. Okay, the very first thing is regarding backers in the UK. We did have a slight miscommunication. We've already sent the shipping notifications for the first 130 bikes in the UK under the impression that those would be leaving the factory last week. Those unfortunately did not leave last week. They will not be leaving the factory until February 13th. So a little bit behind what we had initially thought. Apologies for that miscommunication. We will be following this closely, and if you have more questions about that, you can ask us on the live tomorrow. Troy will be there, who knows even more about the situation than I do, so he'll be able to give a more in-depth report on that. So the next major thing is Chinese New Year's. This is something everybody producing in China or Asia needs to keep an eye on. It is a holiday that starts February 12th of this month and lasts about 2 weeks. All businesses shut down for about 2 weeks there. It's pretty wild. Everything looks like a ghost town. So we've been racing to complete QC and ship as many bikes as possible before that cutoff, because it does affect not only our factories, but also all the shipping companies as well. And I'm gonna share a bit more details as far as numbers, where we're at, shortly later in this update. Okay, the next point is an update as well to a previous challenge. That was the box size for the 23-inch bikes. As you know, at our second production facility, if you read the last update, we received boxes that were just slightly too small for the bike. It was really tight. We didn't want to ship them in those boxes. So we went out to make new boxes that were 15 millimeters taller. Those were made, completed, shipped to the production facility, and all of them were used to package the last round of bikes that were finished. In total, we did ship a 20-foot container out last week. I believe it was Saturday actually, and we have two 40-foot containers going out on Thursday, February 4th. In total, over 500 bikes are shipping from that facility in this 1 week period. They are using the new box sizes, so no need to worry about that as well. And we have a lot of bikes moving this month. It's very, very exciting. 3 containers from that facility, an additional 3 containers from our original facility, that's facility 1, and ongoing production in Europe as well at the Spanish facility. Those will continue rolling off the factory floor. So there's a lot of bikes in movement and a lot of shipping notifications that we are planning to send out this week. So please keep an eye on your email, keep an eye on your spam folder as well. And if you haven't already, double check the email that you signed up to Indiegogo for. Make sure that is your actual email, as we have seen a few folks that have fat fingered that and aren't getting the production updates or the shipping notifications. So be sure to check that all that information is correct if you're waiting on your shipping notification. All right, that is it for the major challenges of the week. Let's get into the production footage. Okay, so here we just have some footage inside the facility. This is our facility number 2 in China that is newly online. You did see some footage from inside there in the last video. And this is just packaging the bike. So after assembly, they run them through the conveyor belt again, and this time packaging, adding all the styrofoam warnings on the down tube, telling you there's a display there, and getting it all ready for packaging. Then they're gonna drop that into the box. Here's just a couple photos of the bike packaged, ready to go into the box with all of the padding added. You'll see there's a nice disc there on the axles to protect that from breaking through the box or scratching the frame on the other side. Okay, now here just loading into the box. Pretty standard stuff. Meanwhile, in our other facility, lots of Sterling bikes being finished, and you'll notice in this photo we do have a new warning that says display inside on the down tube. A lot of folks unfortunately did miss the display because it was hidden in there really well, inside of a foam tube that looked like regular packaging. So we have added a warning sticker on that so that when you get the bike, that isn't missed in the future. When you're assembling your bike, please be sure not to throw anything away until your bike is completely assembled and you do have all of the pieces for that, as there are a couple of items that are easier to miss. A few more photos just of the packaging of these Sterling bikes inside this facility. Lots of bikes ready to go. And check this out. These are Sterling bikes packaged, ready to be sealed up, ready for that box to be sealed up, wrapped up, and loaded onto a container. Check that out. That is a lot of bikes ready to go. So they are palletized, loaded into a container, and we do, when we load them into the container, depalletize them just so that we can squeeze even more bikes into every container. We take them off the pallets, load them by hand, and also unload them by hand when they arrive. We're able to squeeze in, extra 10 to 20 bikes per container by taking them off the pallets, possibly even more than that. So really maximizing all the shipping space we can get to get as many bikes out to patiently waiting backers as soon as possible. Again, we do have over 1,000 bikes in play right now. Shipping notifications being sent out for those over the coming week. So keep an eye out for those. That's all I've got for this production update. Please join me in tomorrow's live at 2 p.m. PST if you've got any questions or if you just want to chat about e-bikes or your Babymaker in general. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.